Alright, so we can we can sculpt the body. We can also just kind of get it started with some rough modeling. So I'm going to position my cube in a torso shape, and I'll subdivide with my multi-cut tool. That's holding shift and the right mouse button, dragging over to multi-cut, or going to mesh tools, multi-cut. And on my cube, I'll hold control to make an edge loop where his arms would be, and I'm also going to make 2 leg holes. That'll also help with his shoulders and his neck. Oh, something interesting happened there. Oh, that's weird. Oh, is it because I have symmetry on? Yes. So watch out with your multi-tool. You might need to turn off symmetry. So I'll make 2 and 1. And I can slide this over a bit. Alright, so now I'll extrude the arms and legs out. Control E to extrude. Fantastic. Loving it. Alright, let's just work on his proportions a little bit. I'm going to move these vertices up. His arms should probably be a little longer. I can select both ends and just scale them apart from each other. Make him a little longer. Legs too. And I mean, it's really whatever you want. It's your character. But once you get your rough shape, you can smooth this out. So we'll do a mesh smooth. And you can add some more subdivisions. So let's go with, start with 3. And from here, I just gotta keep positioning him. So I'll use my grab tool, which I really like to use. So, and just start pushing him around, but make sure to turn on symmetry first. That's holding W and the right mouse button. Or sorry, holding W and the left mouse button, clicking and holding, dragging up to symmetry. And symmetry's on, so we'll start pushing his armpits in, pulling his breast out, squeezing his stomach in, pulling his hips out, stomach out, chest out, armpits in a bit, shoulders up, bring this up a bit, give him a little bit of neckage. And it looks like we still need to bring these out more. So we'll get there. Alright, probably the legs still as well, longer. And let's keep sculpting, adding some detail to his ooh. I'll use not my sculpt tool, I'll use my grab tool again. Give him some little cheeks. Beep. Oh, autosave. Oh, yeah, make sure to save. It's a good point to save right on the cheeks. Alright. And just keep defining him however you like. Let's see if I can give him some nice... That's odd, it wasn't mirroring. Cheeks are a little hard to do. It's all kind of hard to do. But you'll figure it out. I wonder if I invert bulge, if it'll shrink everything. Whoa, that's too much. Yeah, it seems to be working. Kind of shrinking his arms. Smooth that out. And we'll get his hands eventually. Just kind of get him in the right place first. Start to pull his thumb out from here, but we don't quite have enough subdivisions yet to add the thumb. So So I'll just do a little bit. Little bit of thumb. Kind of looks like he's in a web. It's almost like we're carving him out. And you can bring in like reference images if you guys have a. It's actually really great to use a character design, and you can even go into any of these side modes here, and if you line up the image perfectly behind him, you can kind of trace in 3D. We can do that for another lesson. Where are his cheeks? See, he's got no cheeks. Gotta have some cheek. Butt cheek, that is. And when in doubt, smooth it out. Alright, we're getting there. For the feet, we really don't have enough faces there to make that work, so I'm just going to actually drag all these vertices down, give myself a little more room, and I'll just put some boxes down there. So I'll create a cube, and I'll move it down to his feet area, and I'll use this for my shoe or foot base. And I can duplicate that over, and I actually want this to be perfect, so I'm going to duplicate it, and then in the channel box I'll change my Z to negative. It's already negative, so I'm just going to remove that. And now it's perfectly symmetrical. So if we go ahead and merge all three of these objects together by selecting them and going to Mesh Combine, now we can sculpt with symmetry on these new cubes. But what I forgot to do was increase the subdivisions on the cubes. I gotta do that before I merge my objects. So I'll go back with Z, and I can redo with Shift Z. Before I combine them, I'm going to mesh smooth, and I'll add a couple divisions. Let's try 3. I'll also put 3 on this guy. Nice. It's a little bigger, and now I'll combine. Cool. So now I can kind of start to sculpt the feet, and it'll be symmetrical. Shoe vibes. Pull the shoe front up. And definitely flatten out the bottoms here. Perfect tool for that. Flatten. Except it's not quite flat enough. No, I'm not liking that. Let's undo all that. I'm just gonna force this to be flat by grabbing all the faces down there. I'll grab it in the front mode. So I'm hitting spacebar, or hit your grid of 4 right here. Go to your front view, spacebar again to go full screen. I'll go into vertex mode, and I'll just grab all of the bottom vertices that I want, and I'll scale them with R down to be flat. them up a bit, and now those are nice and flattened. Nice. Alright, I'll keep working on these shoes. Inflate this a bit. I really don't like the way this inflate is working. I kind of prefer the grab method. That's okay. And we can add shoelaces and everything, just like we added the hair with extra geometry. That needs to be smoothed out for sure. So this guy is looking pretty fly, if you ask me. I think his hips are a little too high overall, so I'm gonna grab those vertices and I'll use the soft selection. So I'm hitting B and I'm clicking and dragging to increase my range. And so now I can just kind of slide these down without causing too many issues in the other parts. Nice. Alright, I'll do a little bit more on the arms and I might call it good. And hands are a good thing to model kind of straightforward, not sculpting, because they're kind of technical, and when you need to once you retopologize it too, it just gets kind of complicated. So we'll model a hand in good time. Okie doke. I'm liking this model. You can do a lot more in ZBrush or on your own. And in the next one, we're going to start retopologizing.